It's a great time to be an animator, especially if you're interested in, feature films, TV series, or a documentary. The industry is evolving and it's undergoing a sea change. Thanks to the French embassy, they've seen the light and they're dragging potential and animators along with them through a 3-day masterclass here at the Mix restaurant. It's a great initiative. Come along and find out for yourself.
You mentioned Animax, you mentioned Indigen. We have worked with these studios. Animation movies can portray, put together stories that actual movies can't. Thanks to these animation movies, we were able to document how the fort of Christiansborg had been built, rebuilt, refurbished, what it used to look like. We have been able to reconstitute what the market of Becho once was, as early as the 16th century. When you go to Becho now, it's just a village. You're literally walking on potteries and remains of that time. But the truth is that thanks to animation movie, we were able to give an insight of what it must have been when it was a big market and a big hub in Ghana. Thanks to animation movie, we have been able to reconstitute, reproduce, and show and give an insight of many heritage sites. And that is thanks to the talent. And all that has been made in Ghana.
I'm here on my own behalf and also on behalf of the Sector Minister, Dr. Honorable Mohammed Awal, and the Deputy Minister, Honorable Marco Krikumante, as well as my immediate boss, Madam Jankroma Ekofuado. And they are all aware I'm here. Unfortunately, some assignments of equally pressing from the top. That's why they are not able to be here this morning, but they consider this equally important. That's why they asked me to be here. So I want to, on behalf of all of them, thank the French Embassy, most especially our Honorable, Your Excellency, and Sophie, for making this possible. Over the weeks, we've had some engagements with the French Embassy and representatives from that area and their agency for development and all that in our office. And it's been very interesting, the sort of things that they are ready to partner us as Ghana creative industry to execute. I mean, for so many years, we've been looking forward to such partnerships and cooperations. It's been missing for a long time. And thankfully, there's been some light from that angle, and we hope and wish that other foreign missions operating in Ghana will take a cue from this and also come on board to help us develop this very sector, because it's a multi-million-dollar sector that both the government, the industry, and any foreign investor coming into this space would mutually benefit. Let me also say that, animators, you are very fortunate that this very event is targeted to you. But I'm here to also let you know that currently there's a law where your rights are being protected that you must know. It's called the Creative Arts Industries Act 1014. How many of you have read the law? Animators here. I'm sure none of you have. It's very unfortunate. You need to begin to take interest of the things that protect you. Don't just create. Get to know what can protect what you create, so nobody can steal your intellectual property. I hope you get what I mean. So find time and get the act. There's a soft copy. You can also buy it from the Assembly Press and read it, because you are captured in there. And the sad thing is, if you don't know and the law is caught up with you, you'll be found wanting. This is what I mean, that you are supposed to be operating under the laws of Ghana if you are an animator, because you operate under the creative arts industry and you have been captured in the law under creative arts, under creative services and new media. That's your domain, and you are supposed to be officially and legally registered under this umbrella before you can operate in this country. So in as much as we are getting the knowledge, we are getting all the networks and the connections from this foreign missions and all that, you must also take the step to protect your own self and know your rights. and the benefits thereof.
And we hope that you will register on it and go through the 4 courses that are on this application. We also had supported participations of Ghanaian animators to festivals. So last year, I think 4 of you went to Annecy International Animation Film Festival. And this year, the 3 best projects of tomorrow's pitching competition, or the 3 best animators that will be selected will go to the Annecy Film Festival this year. So we look forward to this pitching competition tomorrow. And I have also to mention that we supported a residence project of a French video game artist. Her name was Teninke Camara, and she did the residency at Letty Art Studio, who is here with us today, this February, I think, if I remember well. And we are planning in the video game sector to support also some people to attend Paris Game Week, which will be during fall this year, somewhere in October, November, and maybe also to the International Fair of Video Games in Abidjan, the FEJA.
So I'm here with Ajo Atichobi. I hope I did not murder the name, but she is the co-founder of Girls in Animation, an NGO that is encouraging little girls to pick up, animation, because why not? Yes, the girls. So you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
I am super excited that you have embarked on a project like that to encourage girls to partake in animation, because I think it's a brilliant industry, and oftentimes it's filled with men dominated. Exactly. So tell us a little bit about the NGO.
Girls in Animation, I started it to create a community of female animators, because as you stated, there are very, very little animators in the industry, so a female animator. So we are trying to more or less create a community where we can collaborate, we can motivate each other, and then also an avenue for more females to be able to share their works or their projects to the world. And to create training programs, we are organizing training programs for girls from secondary school level, uni, or even workers, to be able to equip them with the needed animation skills they need to thrive in the modern world today. So basically that's what we are doing. We are going to officially launch in August. We are working on funding, and so anybody willing to fund us, anybody willing to partner with us, we are very well available to do that. Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome, and I love the fact that you mentioned that you target girls from as early as senior high school. But I was having a conversation with one of the animators, and I was telling him that if you should do a quick survey, or you should visit about 5 schools, you'd realize that you have a conversation with the little kids, and they would refer to animation as toys, and none of them would even say that when I grow up I want to be an animator. So I feel like there's a market there you should tap into if you want to sink it down there.
Yeah, exactly. And with the France Animation Days, I have been able to network with people who have actually helped me realize that we actually need to target the business of animation too, besides teaching the technicalities, also to help people to be able to price themselves as animators. And with the young kids, unfortunately, it's the industry. It's not selling, so you can't really blame them. But with more lights being thrown on animation in Ghana, more collaborations, I'm sure it will be more enticing for them to pick up the course.
So also another thing that from my conversations it keeps popping up is how expensive it is to put out a feature film, an animated feature film, but then when it comes to people actually buying into it, it's difficult, like funding, and how not too lucrative it is, and that's quite a challenge, isn't it?
Yes. The issue with animation, especially in Ghana, where what you have said is it's collaboration. Here, if you seek funding for an animation project, it's difficult, because if we've still not put our potential out there, they still don't see what we can do. But if we collaborate more, there's more forgive my language, there's more selfishness in the industry. Everybody wants to be in their corner and do their own thing, but what we don't realize is coming together is what is going to make us sell, you know.
Right, so we're still here at the Mixed Restaurant. It's the France Ghana Animation Masterclass. It's a 3-day masterclass. This is day 1, and I am here with an animator who is called Poker GH. He's worked on so many videos. Listen, I'm going to leave it to him to tell us all about it. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ali.
So a little birdie tells me that you worked on Joe Boy and Mr. Easy's baby song.
Yes, I did actually. So I specialize in animated music videos. Yes, and I've done a couple of videos for most Nigerian artists, like Mr. Easy and Joe Boy and Ricardo Banks, Yemi Alade. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's it. Music videos, animations. Yeah.
Tell me, the animation industry here in Ghana. I mean, we know it's big outside, but here in Ghana, we haven't seen it being tapped, you know, in its full potential. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, I think that we are yet to embrace the whole animation thing in Ghana. You know, I mean, if you look outside Ghana, it's a little different as compared to what we have here. Okay, so I believe that we are yet to embrace it. You know, so yeah, I'm just hopeful for it. And this thing we are having here right now is just one sign that there's a step or a leap for it. So. Yeah, that's what we are looking at.
So be in an industry that is, for lack of a better description, less appreciated and still trying to thrive. How easy or challenging is it for you?
Okay, so it hasn't been that easy, you know, for animators like myself, you know, because people are yet to see how this thing is about. Like, animation is just not just drawing, you know, and then just putting it out there, but it goes to a lot of process, from the sketch to the inking and then to the final product. It's a whole thing, so it's not just like one person doing it. You have to have a lot of hands on board, and that has been an issue because you wouldn't find the talent to come on board, you know, to help you with the whole production. And then that's one issue. Aside that, there's also funding, you know, and the money bit of it is also a problem, but you know, we keep moving because if you say you're going to wait for someone to fund you, you know, it's going to take forever. So sometimes you just have to do what you can, you know, to get it sorted for now.
It's interesting you talked about funding because I know, I mean, through research, I've gotten to know how expensive animation is, and I'm wondering, after working on a product or a feature film or a documentary, how sellable is that product? Does it pay?
It is lucrative, if you ask me. I mean, by far, I think that animation, for what I do, like I said earlier, I do animated music videos. So I have a certain clientele. I have certain people that I work with, you know. So if you have that, it's quite easy for you, you know, to be able to get in touch and to get the links that you want, you know, basically. So. Sorry, I actually got lost with the question you asked. So, yeah.
I was asking whether it's sellable. Like, after you work on a product or a feature film, in selling it, I mean, does it pay? Is it lucrative, basically?
Yeah, it is. It is really lucrative. Okay, so if you have a strong story to it, yeah, definitely you would have to. You just get your returns, basically. Yeah. So that's how it is. Yeah.
Kelly, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.